What up, guys? What's going on, everybody? Welcome in. Welcome in. We're going to be looking at lineups today on the smaller slate. We got what is it, 8 games, I think. Might be able to knock off a game or two that we want to fade. There's some weather issues we'll talk about today. I think let's start with the weather, actually. New York pit, it's a lot of rain, poorly timed, slow to clear, so they probably would do a late start. We'll want to watch that New York pit because we like Cervino. Texas, Baltimore, bunch of storms in the area too. So we don't know about that game. I might be just fading that game. I like a lot of other games today. So yeah, let's just get into it, I guess. We'll start with DraftKings or FanDuel. It don't matter. Whatever, guys. Pop your questions in. Hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not part of the channel. Check out the Discord. Link should be in the chat or in the description. So, pop your guys' questions in. I can see those here. We're going to be looking at SaberSim. I got SaberSim. I got FanDuel open too. DK. We'll look at our top pitchers. I mean, Bobby's got his core in here, 2 guys as well, so we can see that. We got Nola, Javier, Severino, which is a great core, I think. We'll sort by my projection. It looks like we do have Mitch White coming up a little bit in the better in projections. I don't mind that play. I talk about him in my article, which you guys can see on True DFS as well. Under my top pitching prospects and stacks, I kind of break down the slate for you just on my takes. If you guys want to check that out as well. Yeah, one other guy like on here, Bello down here at 5K. He's only got 11 projection, but like I think he's going to get more. I think he's going to pop a little bit more. He's 5K, and on DK we always look for an SP2, so we're going to need that SP2. So you can either go with him or Mitch White. I like saving that money because I think we're going to want to get to some big stacks today. I think we're going to want to look at the Dodgers. We're going to want to look at the Braves. We're going to want to look at the Phillies. Those are hard to stack. Those teams are hard to stack. You know, they're very expensive. So I'm really going to stay tight in the top pool. I don't really like any of these other guys. I mean, we talk about Kluber, but I think Boston's got a good lineup today too. Well, they don't have a good lineup, but I think like it's a little different today, actually. But like Bogarts, Martinez, Vasquez is batting second, Vertigo, and then Story down here at 6. But it's not a bad lineup. I mean, there's some hitting in there. I think they got a good run total. I think they're viable stack today. I didn't talk about them as much, but I really like the Braves today as one of my stacks. Olsen, Riley's been a fire at third base today. Not like lately, he's been smashing. Swanson let me down the other day with a 0, man. I had the Braves stack and everyone else was scoring but him. That hurt. We got Rosario in there today. We got Ozuna, Arnaud. I love catcher. Catcher's kind of weak today some. Well, let's just see what we got. I shouldn't say that before I even see. We got Will Smith and Vasquez, Garver, and Arnaud. I don't mind Joey Hem. But yeah, besides that, Real Matuto in your stack. Man, I can't say names. I don't like the Baltimore game today. He's priced up a little bit. Wins here in the Giants stack. He's pretty cheap. That's not a bad play. If we get, he's not confirmed yet in the lineup, so we don't know. But yeah, I like these top catchers. Let's go to first. Bobby's got his core plays in as Freeman. We got Belt in there, which is good play. Belt's kind of cheap. Well, mid price, I guess, like 4,500. I thought he was a little cheaper than that. Yeah, we got Hoskins again. He screwed me last night. I play Hall. I take down the 88 last night, for 20K. I got 17th. Hoskins with a 0. I should have switched to Hall. Hall's cheaper. He's better matchup, I think. Lefty. Pretty sure he's a lefty, right? Lefty matchup. Where's my rosters? Guys, sorry, I'm losing it today. Long day. Yeah, Hall's a good pick. Lefty on the righty. There's a bunch of lefties. Got Schwarber and Gregoris in the lineup and Stott. So yeah, those guys are all in there. But I like Freeman, Olsen. I think first base is kind of loaded today. Belt and Low, and I don't like the Texas stack, like I said. Hall's coming in down here. Carpenter batting third at 3,700. Not bad. I don't mind a Yankees mini stack. I think you can go like Carpenter, like some of these. Let's look at them real quick. We got Judge, Stan. Maybe like grab 3 of these guys. Donaldson's been cheap. Judge is priced up a little bit, but you can go cheap with Donaldson and like Carpenter maybe in the stack, and you kind of get like a cheap mini stack out of the Yankees. And Pittsburgh doesn't like their pitching is awful, like their bullpen's bad, So like I do like that game a little bit, but I know there's some weather issues, so we want to watch that. Guys, I haven't seen any questions. Is that I'm missing the questions? Where are the questions at? Usually we got questions. Man, am I answering everybody's questions today? I pulled up the YouTube on the other screen. I don't see it. Everyone can hear me, see me. Everything good? Okay, hopefully. I'm just kind of going through some of the DraftKings builds. I mean, I like a lot of the same stuff over there on FanDuel. I mean, if K9's in here, we got FanDuel we can look at. All right, we should probably move on to second base. There is a couple Yankees at the top of it. I'm sorting by Sheets projections here, guys. And we got Story in the Boston game I like. It's kind of second's been a rough position this year. Muncy, obviously, for the Dodgers. He's probably going to come in at super high ownership. Saberson's giving him a 16% own on an 8-gamer. That's a little high. You got Lux in the same spot you can go with too. Odor hit that. That Baltimore stat kind of screwed me yesterday. I was 7th in the 888 without needing any more from guys, and then Baltimore guys start hitting homers. McKenna, Odor, those late homers end up costing me. Jumped a bunch of Baltimore stacks up there on top, or they had mini stacks of them in there, and they kind of jumped up on me, so that hurt. Yeah, I don't really like second. Maybe fill it out in your stock. Maybe go with a Dodger. If you want to stack the Boston Story, you want to stack, Atlanta, you can fill it out. Man, that's a tough position today. Stout in the Philly stack. Yeah, that's a tough position. We're going to struggle building lineups with second today. Third base, we're going to go with we got multi-position for DJ here. I'm not on the Yankees only, am I? I don't think so, right? Yeah, okay. He's multi-position anyway. Yeah, Muncy's here again. You can play him. You got Donaldson. You got Jake Lamb for the Dodgers if he's in the lineup. Bregman, I didn't mention anything about Houston, but he had a new game yesterday. That was pretty good. Justin Turner, Riley. I mean, there's some big bats on third base today. I definitely want to grab one of those guys. You know, I played Bomb yesterday, and the Philly stock worked out pretty nice. He's 3,400, decent spot in the batting order, where people are getting off him. Like he's not owned at all. He's low owned, so you can fill out your Philly stack like that. Oh, we got some questions. You're good. Just listen. Yeah, let's go over FanDuel. Weather in Philly, were you at all? Let's go back to our weather report. Philly. No, Philly's good. I think this is free, guys. You can get weather report free from Roto Grinders. Just letting you know, it's free for you guys. Now, Weather Edge is not free. This one over here isn't free. I'm not going to show that, but you guys can get this free over there at Roto Grinders. So they got good stuff as well. A lot of our projections do incorporate Roto Grinders projections. Guys, if you didn't know, Sheets Projections is an aggregate of multi-site projections. It brings everybody in the industry in, puts it right here, gives you kind of a sum of what everybody's doing, and it's a very powerful feature. We can see how everyone grades all the players out and meshes them together, and it's been giving you guys really good projections this year, kind of above the field, and we just look at our ownership to get different here, grab some of these guys that are different. Like I said, I like, Justin Turner's a little chalky, but he's cheaper, but I really like Riley today in this position. Arenado maybe is a one-off. I mean, he's going up against good pitching, but he's definitely got some power. He's a little cheaper than he is, but he's been in the 5K range. All right, let's go to shortstop quick, and then we'll go over to FanDuel after outfield. Penna, the Houston stack's not bad. He's been hot. He's 4,200. I really like him. Seager in the Baltimore game, but I mean, I'm kind of shedding away from that game. Trey Turner's really good. This is kind of a gruesome slate, I'd say. Maybe grab guys in your stacks like Swanson. Maybe go back to him. He's going to be low owned probably. He's expensive. Bogart's in the Boston stack. He's real cheap. I really like him. But a lot of people are going to be on the Dodgers tonight. I think Jordan's a good play as always. Betts is a good play. He's super, super cheap. I mean, it's going to be ridiculous ownership. I don't mind Houston mini stack. Like we got Tucker, we got Penne, we got Bregman, we got Jordan. Maybe grab some of those bats. Hope you get the homers out of that game, and then maybe you got it stacked up with a cheaper stack. We got some we got some value stacks coming in. You know, like I know the Rays are a value stack against Bello, but I like Bello more in that game. Um, Coming in cheaper. And what else we got cheap? Some Red Sox are cheap. We can get to those in the outfield. Verdugo. Schwarber's priced up a little bit, but the rest of his Phillies aren't priced up. You know, like Castell's like 4K. Herrera's good for a homer every now and then. That's a good play, I think. So guys, just get different in some of those stacks. You got a lot of good plays out there. Kuna is always a good play at lower ownership in that Atlanta stack, I think. You know, JD is getting priced up again. Bellinger's down to 3,700. He might be a lower own option if he's in the lineup. I like him. Bobby's got him as a core play. Verdugo, I just talked about him batting fifth, 4,000. That's not bad. He's cheaper than Duran. I'd rather go Verdugo at cheaper, a low ownership too. So, all right, Azuno, I really like him at 4K. He's another bat we can get in. You know, if we pay down for pitching, we shouldn't have a problem getting in the bats. All right, let's start with pitching over here on the site on FanDuel, guys. Had Phillies last night. Kikuchi, another negative pitcher. Got 100K last night with Kikuchi in the high dollar. Just letting you know, he had all the right bats. Sometimes that's all it takes. Foreman, Human, and Philly. Yeah, I do like Philly again tonight. I think it's another go-to sack. We looked at Hoskins and Hall at first base. We got Baum at third base to get different. You know, we got the Casty and Swarber. We got man, I can't say his name today. JT Realmatudo. Can't say it. Over here on FanDuel, I like Severino the best at 9,500. Really, to be honest with you, Nola gets a good matchup. Washington was a little weak yesterday. Javier gets a good matchup, but last night Garcia got rocked by this KC team a little bit. It was kind of shady. I don't mind going down to Mitch White again at 7,400. There's another option in Bello at 6K. Last night, some of the 6K guys, Pepiot was popping at 6K on FanDuel. You know, he had a bunch of strikeouts. They didn't really let him go another inning. I was hoping he only ended up 84 pitches, so I was really hoping they give him another inning. But I'm staying pretty tight to my pitcher pool today. I really like these top guys, and then maybe a flyer on Bello and White, and that's pretty much what I'm going to be doing. So I'm going to be building all my lineups here after the show. If you guys have any more questions, please direct them right now to the chat. I'll get to them and hit that like button. As always, we only got 3 likes. What are you guys doing? There's 10 of you in here. All right. Yeah, I definitely like the stacks. I posted my top stacks today. I do like the Dodgers, but the Braves are popping a little bit in the Red Sox, I think, over here on FanDuel. You know, the Phillies Gray's a decent pitcher. He's been pitching okay. He's projected okay, but I think Boston's going to be lower owned over here on FanDuel. We got some Boston guys in here that we really like. They're very cheap. Like Vasquez batting second at 2,500. I don't know if you want to go there. You know, Duran 3,400. Some of these guys are real cheap, like Bogarts and JD in the 3Ks. I like that price tag on those guys that mix well with some Phillies. Maybe you can go, Real Matudo, Hall at first base. Yeah. So Casty's only 2,800 over here. That's our steal. He's gonna probably he's not that high owned. I do like him over here on FanDuel a lot, guys. I think he's got homer upside today. We'll talk about the Braves a little bit. I think you can even get different with you got Rosario at 2K for a punt play in your stack. You know, a couple higher end guys, but Riley's only 4K over here, guys. He's gonna be about 10% owned. I think that's a good play. We'll show that on the chat. And what we got 11 people in here now. What is up, people? Hit that like button. We're up to 4. Let's go. Yeah, summer comes around. Everyone's kind of got activities going on. Night times are a little rush. You know, everyone's got things going on. Let's look at Houston prices on the FanDuel. Which last night I wish I would have Houston on FanDuel and did like a Bregman, Penne, Alvarez type mini stack. You know, Tucker's pretty cheap compared to Jordan. Maybe the 3 mini stack here. I don't mind. You can even throw in a DS if you want to do a 4-man, something lower owned there. You can get multi-positional on FanDuel a little bit. Helps you get some of these guys in, I think. Just got back from Mexico. That sounds fun, man. Definitely sounds fun. Yeah, so you're going to need a cheap stack to go with if you're going to play like Dodgers or you're gonna want to go with like that cheap pitcher like Bello or White. Maybe do a 4-man Dodgers and then play White. So at that 7, he was like 7-9 or whatever on FanDuel, and that way you can get some other bats. You can still get some good bats, or even just play the Bello at 6K. I don't mind that. Load up on the bats, play like a Dodgers with like the Braves or something. You have to pick what do you want, double third or do you want a double? Well, there's no good second for the Braves. So you can play Muncy at second, Turner, Trey Turner at shortstop. You can play Swanson in the utility. You can play Riley in the third base. You get that. You got Acuna in the outfield. And you got Ozuna in the outfield for cheaper, and then you can play Freeman in the first baseman spot. So you can get all that probably, and then throw a 6K pitcher in there, and probably easily build all that if you wanted to. So, I mean, that's all I got for you guys today. I'm playing about 10 lineups in the relay, a couple 888 lineups, but pretty light contest tonight. Nothing too crazy. I am sweating one right now. Depending on the game of this Twins game, Garcia singled. Yeah, that's good. That Garcia singled. I hope I'm still. Yes, I'm still leading the. I'm winning a Mega Millionaire ticket right now. Actually, I'm up by 5. Actually, I don't know how I did that. Chapman must have did something. Yeah, he got like a double RBI or something, or a double. Yeah, or something. He got like 5 more points, I think. Yeah, he had a solo shot. Yeah, he's got a double. Perfect. So I'm up by 5 points right now on second, and a lot of points on the guy in third. Looks like I'm going to win my second Mega Milli ticket. I'm placing in a few contests too as well, so that's pretty good. It's going to be a couple $100 haul, I think. I'm 12th in the chin music. I'm 13th out of 980 in the base hit, and I'm 244.3 in the relay with Chapman and Bichette going still. So maybe that game. Oh, it's bottom of the ninth, so they're about to close it out with one more out on the Oakland, and I'm going to secure that ticket. So that's a nice little double ticket we got going on. All right, guys, let's check the questions. Jake Lamb worth it? Yeah, he's been a good filler. He's just been cheap. I think you need him more on DK. I wouldn't play him on FanDuel. I think you can get in plenty ways different on FanDuel with some of these stacks. Braves coming in cheap, double stack, play 6K pitcher. I think that'll get you different. If you really want to go crazy, I got the FanDuel pulled up on here. He's only 2,000, so if you want to throw him in, that's fine. I'm not against it or anything, you know. So yeah. He's multi-position too. I think he's third in outfield, right? I don't know, just third base. Yeah, so he's just third base. So yeah, that would really hurt your Atlanta stack because you would have to put Riley in the. Which you could do that instead of Swanson. You play Riley in the utility. You got Jake Lamb. You got Muncy. You got Trey Turner. You got Freeman. You got Acuna and Ozuna in the outfield or something like that. I don't mind that. Will Smith is out. Barnes is in. Let me check my notifications. That is correct. We got Lamb batting in the 6th spot. So he moved up the order a little bit. So it might not be a bad play for 2,000. He could get an extra at bat if they get around a few times. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna have to let you go. The Dodgers do have a little bit different lineup with no Will Smith, but I think Barnes is a viable catcher as well. If you guys want his price on DK, he's 2,000 on FanDuel, and he is 3,300 on DK. That's not a bad savings right there. A little bit savings off Will Smith. He's got power upside. It's possible. I'm telling you, I really like Anard, a couple other catchers today, guys. Now that Will Smith's gone, I mean your options are pretty tight. Maybe you pay down. You just pay down, or you take Anard, Real Mato, or you pay down for one of these crap guys. Melendez has been hitting a lot of homers. He's got a tough matchup. Might be a good one-off if you want a home run hunt. I like home run hunting a little bit today, maybe. And Majai's cheap, but I don't like that match. He's against Bellows. If you want to take a shot there, he's going to get a little ownership. I'd rather play Melendez at low ownership against a chalky pitcher as a one-off, or Garver. He's in a good matchup, but like I said, I'm worried about the weather in that game. So Maybe you just go with Vasquez and eat that because Will Smith is going to be out. It's going to spread the ownership out a little bit. All right, guys. Have a good one. 14 people in here. Hit the like button on your way out. Don't forget to join the Discord if you're not in there yet. We talk baseball day. We got other sports coming up. It's going to be a fun time. At True DFS, we're always shooting the breeze. Also, subscribe to the channel if you're not. Subscribe to the channel. And yeah, I'm out. I'll be in Discord tonight. If you guys got any questions, drop them in right now. I'll have the Discord open. And as always, let's get it.